jersey.
We
Like
get that.
it's time. Like I said, I'm even considering buying a Luka jersey, and you know how I feel about the Lakers, but that's Luka. Your mic is off. You're so obsessed with Luka, you unplugged your mic. Go ahead and get that Luka jersey. I might get a Luka jersey.
Hold on, can you hear me now?
There you are. You just hit buy. You just hit place order.
N- Nah, I think my mic was.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
saying you're so excited to buy the Luka jersey, you accidentally unplugged your mic and hit place order.
Man, what the hell?
You good? We can hear you.
Nah, my it's not using the right microphone. It's okay.
Oh, that's crazy, Jamie. How you gonna come in here,
He shooting? Wait, Jamie, we good?
Jamie? What he do to you?
We good?
Doing breast cancer awareness month, no less.
Wait, I don't have. Wait, what?
What? I'm just saying that it's breast, just like it's domestic violence awareness month.
My brother, how we doing?
I'm a little loopy today, as you can tell.
How
It's
much
been.
how much sleep did you get?
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
What
I was watching. I knew I was up by 30 points, but I've lost six in that league. So I woke up at 2 a.m. to check it.
Oh man, it's got you down.
I was up at 2 a.m. checking fantasy scores because I couldn't take another loss.
My- This ain't healthy, brother. We got to talk about it.
Jamie, we know you kidding. You're fine, dog.
We got to talk about it. Why? Why?
Why? Because I've lost every game in that league this year. And the crazy thing was, if I had put in the correct lineup, I would have scored over 200 points. I had Devontae Smith on the bench. I put
Oh,
Matt.
you two in the league?
Huh?
You two put Devonta Smith on the league and was just looking at yourself like, well, why would you do that? But
Why
then
would you do that?
here's the other thing. In the league where I did it, I had Jalen Hurts at quarterback.
That's crazy.
Here's the other crazy part. So my first round pick in this same league, Malik Neighbors. All right, he goes down. But luckily, let me name you some of the other wide receivers that I picked up, and you just tell me the pain. Jalen Waddle. Mm-hmm.
I played Jalen Waddle this week over Devontae in another league too. Keep going.
Next one, Mike Evans.
God damn.
Monday night, I was just looking like, oh wow, okay, I'm cursed. I also got who else I got in this league? I think those are my wide receivers. Actually, that might be my entire wide receiver room. Oh, I'm forgetting one. Brian Thomas Jr. That's
Oh God.
yeah, one of the worst fantasy wide receiver rooms I think I've had in quite some time.
But
But
that's just terrible luck. Like you can't do nothing about that.
oh yeah, nah, I'm 3-4 now. I'm probably it's probably over for me. This
Dog.
this
Like
is over for me.
for me, as soon as Jameer Gibbs popped that 78-yard touchdown, I was like, oh, because George Kittle and I had Jake Ferguson on the bench because I started George Kittle. George Kittle gave me nothing.
Oh, Wandale Robinson's the other wide receiver.
That's not bad. He been hooping.
So just like in All Money in Dynasty, my two top wide receivers and Mike Evans and Malik Neighbors are essentially out for the season, and I'm just sitting here like, dang.
This week, the loss to Bam 2 weeks ago hurt so much because Kyle obliterated me this week, and then this is the week where everyone's on bye. Like I'm going to get throttled unless Jalen Hurts throws 40 touchdowns. My running back room is cheeks right now.
Think so?
It was cheeks before the bye, but David Montgomery and Zach Charbonnet are on bye this week. So I have to start Chris Rodriguez.
Fantasy some bullshit sometimes, man.
I hate that shit sometimes, man. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm looking at like free agents in this league: Josh Reynolds, Troy Franklin, Josh Downs. They ain't cutting no bacon, man. Ain't cutting no bacon.
I mean, I've never heard that before.
Ain't cutting no bacon.
Where did you pick up that country ass saying?
Listen, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the country one. I just cannot believe that in one league I've had this much injuries. Like, well, technically in two leagues because it's the same players, but it's like two players that I was like, these are going to be horses.
Yeah.
Like death taxes, Mike Evans 1,000-yard season. You can just count on it.
Yep.
And does this season even really count? Like, well, most people.
I don't think so. I don't think it should count
because he was hurt for basically all of it.
So he ain't played nothing but 2 games, 2.5.
Basically.
Like, did you think? I didn't think he died on that play, but I didn't think it was a broken collarbone the way he was lying on the ground.
Me either, brother.
I was like, oh, we about to go to a permanent commercial break because this game is Jover.
Jover is crazy. Nah, prayers up to Mike Evans though. Listen to this. I do need a kicker this week. Let me name some names and you tell me if you think any of these are spicy. Kaimi Fairbairn from the Texans.
I would never put a Texan on my team.
Evan McPherson from the Bengals. Okay. Will Reichert from the Vikings. You got Carlos Santos from the Bears. Jake Elliott, of course.
Oh, that's money. There's your answer. Who's kicking in the dome this week? I think the Vikings kicker is because they're in LA against the Chargers. I always look forward to whoever's kicking in the dome.
Well, that's Thursday night.
Yeah, that's me. Because kickers are kicking the ball farther now that they get to use kicking balls, and the dome adds a little extra security.
He put up 18 on some Eagles last week. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Who did? The Vikings kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they did was kick field goals, and it was in the dome. I think he hit. Did he hit did he hit a 58-yarder? I want to say he hit a 58-yarder.
Yeah, would you drop any Tennessee Titan you have on your team?
I would drop every Tennessee Titan I had on my team. Yeah. Well, I have Tony Pollard in one league. He's there.
I'm there. I'm about to drop him. What's the point? It's him or Woody Marks or Tez Johnson from the Bucks, but I feel like I might need every Bucks receiver because they drop him.
Damn, Jamie said get kickers out of fantasy. I kind of like kickers in fantasy.
Or I can drop my kicker that I have now. He's Jason Myers, but he's been pretty money.
Yeah, I would get. Who would say those 3 names again? It was Tez.
It was Tez Johnson from the Bucks. We got Tony Pollard, Woody Marks.
Yeah, I get rid of Woody Marks.
Look at the game log. Shit. I mean, he's doing better than Nick. That's the thing. I think he's going to end up taking the job from Nick Chubb because they ain't got much going in Houston.
Well, even if you take the Vikings kicker, right?
Mm-hmm.
His games are still going to be in the dome because they play in the dome. But then he has to go to Green Bay. He got to go to Chicago.
I'm trying to not drop the kicker I have now, and I'm thinking. I'm not going to drop Rashad White or
no, hell no.
Harold Fanning Jr., Mason Taylor.
Oh no, I have Mason Taylor in. I think you might. Is it a tight end premium league?
No.
Okay, then you probably get Mason. How many other tight ends do you have? Who are your other tight ends?
Harold Fanning Jr.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, then you got to keep Mason. Yeah, it might be. Sorry, Tony. You might be that.
Here's the thing. The way the Titans are playing, I think I can pick him up if I need to in a week or two.
I was about to say, he still might be on the heap. Is that ESPN or is it
Yeah, it's ESPN. I'm trying to figure out what to do about do you even start Jalen Waddle anymore? Or
yes.
Rico?
I'd start Rico. If it's a flex, I'd start Rico.
Yeah, it is a flex.
Well, who does Miami play this week? Where are they playing? I think they're in Miami this week.
They're in Atlanta.
Oh, you're in dome, but Atlanta's secondary is just nasty.
Yeah, pretty good. And I feel like Tua will be throwing some picks.
Dog, can you imagine if you're on that team and Tua go to the mic on Tuesday and say people late to team meetings, yada yada yada, and then go out there and wet the bed like that. No, you can never say anything to me ever again. Shut up.
I definitely feel like, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 201 of the Speak on It podcast. As you already can tell, when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother, the good brother, Los D Mix, joined every Tuesday, of course, by my good brother and proud Wahoo Wah UVA fan, Danny Ocean. How are you doing, my man, before we get back to it?
I'm doing great. Like I said, it was a day today at work, so I'm a little loopy right now.
And what were we just talking about before?
We're talking about we're in fantasy. Shit, what were we talking about? Oh, I was going to say you were talking about the dynasty sleeper as an app. You said this league is an ESPN, and I was going to say the great thing about ESPN is when you drop players, there's no notification like there is in sleeper. So you can no one may never notice
unless they go and look at it. Oh yeah,
unless they go and look for them.
I'd be like, who did what? All right, let me go look at that.
Yeah.
Yo, we may be able to start with some fantasy. I'm looking at some of my records across leagues. I'm in 9 leagues.
Yep.
Last week I did another 5-4 week. A little 5-4 week in fantasy across my 9 leagues. So all right. The Horn Ducks, we kind of are where we are, my boy. It's tough.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries. This other league that I'm telling you about, that I was just telling you about, a lot of injuries. It's tough. So those just you may just be playing with pride, playing for pride. But in these other 7 leagues, let me read you some of these records of mine, my brother. 6-1. 6-1. So that's 2 6-1 teams. Sorry, I gotta let apps load. 5-2, 4-3, 5-2, 4-3, 4-3.
All winning records. How are you doing in the auction league?
6-1. That's one of my 6-1.
6-1. Hey, man.
That team silently. Listen, I went to the school at Howard Roseman GM.
Did you extend anyone?
I remember we extended
because you can only hand out 2 extensions, right?
I think it's only we get 1 extension.
You get 1 extension.
Yeah. And I extended Elick Ao Manor.
Okay. Well, and what is it now?
It was his contract now is a 3-year, $4.5 million.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued in starting an auction league next year. Because that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's something, brother. It is something.
And they allow you to do practice drafts, right? Like mock drafts in that auction.
I think I was saying you can do mock drafts. Yeah.
Yeah. I would need to get a handle on that because
Yeah. Some of these other teams. I mean, this team right here, 5-2. The players I got on this team, I was projected to finish first, and I was like, man, that's a little aggressive. But now I think I see the vision. I mean, even some of the people I got, like Brock Bowers has been out on this team, but I got Dallas Goedert. He was my original backup tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I got Jalen Hurts at QB, and I don't really have a backup QB, which I'm realizing. But when did y'all's bye?
They play the Giants this Sunday, then it's their bye.
I got to pick up So I got QB. So I got Jalen Hurts. Jahmyr Gibbs is my running back. My running back 2 right now is Rachaad White. Then I have Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle, Khalil Shakir for wide receivers. I also have Woody Marks and RJ Harvey.
So who did everyone else draft?
And Rico Dowdle.
So who the hell everybody else draft?
They drafted folks, but right now I think I'm sitting, 3rd in the league and 2nd in points for. What's crazy is I'm 5-2. I've actually have more points allowed than points for. I'm just winning some games. That's 921 points allowed, 918 points for.
Hilarious.
So I'm
minus 3-point differential. You know what that sounds like? A fraud.
You think so? Honestly, that sounds like Brock Bowers ain't been in, and once he come back, I think this team gonna be something.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Kyle? How we doing, brother?
I went 2-1 this week. This is the first time I had a winning record all year, I want to say.
Damn.
1-2. Yeah, damn. It's right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's been a rough year. I feel like my luck is changing in the redraft league. I feel like they're around.
You think the season's about to?
It got to. Like I said, those first 6 weeks, like I lost 4 of those games by under 10 points. Like it got to go the other way. It got to go the other way at some point. I just can't keep going like this all season.
Y'all hear the pain in my brother's eyes?
It got to
change. It got to get better.
It can't get much worse.
I don't know, brother. You're going through some times right now.
Hey, I won. I got my first win. I beat one of the top teams in the league, even though he drafted all the Bills. So he had a rough week. Doesn't matter. A win is a win. I'll take it.
Wait, he legit drafted all the Bills?
Yeah, he had Josh Allen. He had James Cook. He just got the Bills offense.
It's tough. It's tough.
I'll take it. Nope. I'll take the wins when I can get them.
If you had Mark Andrews, Brock Bowers, and Dallas Goedert, would you drop Mark Andrews?
Yes, I would.
Or maybe this is the league I drop Woody Marks.
Who are your running backs?
Rico Dowdle, Rashad White, and RJ Harvey.
They can keep 4.
All right. Well, then, honestly, maybe I drop Khalil Shakir with this type of wide receiver depth.
Yeah, I was about to say that also might be a place where you can get out.
There we go.
The fuck Serge Ibaka got on? You missed it.
Now I'm watching it. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, no.
What? Let's get into week 7 in the NFL. Let's start last night. Well, Kyle said that speaking of the Eagles, and as we go into week 7 in the NFL, Kyle said that he thought that AJ Brown performance was going to burn him, but luckily his tight ends dominated.
Kyle throttled. Like by the time the 425 window opened, I was already at 1%.
Damn. Kyle, let me tell you something. Honestly, I have all my picks for this year and all money in Dynasty, and the way I'm looking at it, it's like, all right, I'm for sure a top 4 pick right now, and I will be. So I need to just hang on to my assets, but I ain't selling unless it's a price I cannot refuse.
Yeah, like I fell out. I think I'm the first guy out of the playoff picture, and at this rate, my pick will also be a top 4 pick. I just can't get over these injuries, so definitely not selling. But I'm definitely not giving away. Like 3 weeks ago, I was real aggressive. I was trying to accumulate talent, but now, like, man, nah, we not. Again, unless it's something I can't refuse, or unless Omari Hampton just comes back and goes on a tear, and I think I'm cooked.
I'm just looking at like some of these teams. Like, how did I get in this situation? Injuries, man. Injuries.
Yeah, man. Like I thought I could overcome James Conner. But James Conner, Joe Mixon, and Hampton, yeah, man. Like my running backs today for Montgomery is Zach Charbonnet.
Like even in the redraft league, right? My QB this week. Well, my original QB was Joe Flacco. He goes out. Okay. I pick up Jared Goff. Silently, a really good fantasy quarterback.
100%. 100%.
But now he on a bye. So now I'm looking at this this QB free agency pool. Do I want the Wentz experience?
No, hell no. He might get benched.
You think? Now they're not benching him.
Yeah,
I'm not starting. My backup right now is CJ Stroud. Do you think I'm starting CJ Stroud against the Niners?
Hell no, you're not.
So Kyle asked, "Did anyone got any 7-0 teams?" No, Kyle. But I was telling Danny right before you got on that I have 2 6-1 teams, 2 6-1 teams, and a good number of 5-2 and 4-3 teams, and then 1 3-4 team, and then my Horn Ducks, who won 2 in a row and have now lost 5 straight.
None of my teams have a winning record, so that's all you know about my fantasy years going, Kyle.
Honestly, that's crazy. Like, really, that's how my. Hey, it's okay. Better baby. Listen, horn ducks. We just gotta keep fighting, baby. Keep fighting. What do you think about the games last night between the Bucks and the Lions? Let's start there. Bucks and the Lions. While we're talking about it, Bucks go into Detroit. I feel like if there's one team that has had the Bucks number consistently over the last couple of years, it has been the Detroit Lions. This was a tough win, obviously. Mike Evans goes down. They already had Chris Godwin out. Mecca Buka was a little shaky on Will Cushmore coming into the game with a hamstring. Ultimately, this was all about Jahmyr Gibbs, Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, this Lions defense, and they just suffocated the Bucks. What were your thoughts?
I think it goes back to like last year, right? Like if the Lions get the 1 seed, it is going to be very hard to beat them in Detroit. It's something about that place. Is it the best home field advantage in the NFL? I wouldn't say that, but you can tell the difference. The Lions were down. Well, I think how many starters were they down on defense last night in the defensive backfield?
It was well over. It was pretty much like well over 3 to 5 players.
Yeah, and they still found a way. Like you said, Ibuka was shaky. Mike Evans went out early, but they still found a way to win. Like if a team has to go to Detroit, I think if you had to list locations that teams don't want to go in the NFC for the playoffs, Detroit is probably top 3. Like I would say Green Bay, Detroit, and then I would say the Link. Like not in that order, but
the Link.
The Link. Hey, all right.
The Link.
All right.
Wait a minute. Why do you think people are afraid to come into the Link? Because y'all got mean fans?
They know what happened in the Link.
Because y'all got rude fans?
Teams come to the Link to get throttled.
Hey, yo.
The last couple of teams that have played in the Link did not have a good experience.
All right, but who was their QBs?
Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels.
Oh shit! We definitely did go there.
Yeah.
You know what? The defense showed up though. The defense played the game. You can't do nothing when Jordan Love is throwing some bonehead.
Dog, Jordan Love is the biggest dickhead. I started him this week over Matt Stafford.
Oh, you're crazy.
Well, they were going to London without Puka, and they didn't leave for London until like Friday, I think. And I was like, oh no, man, this is a terrible idea.
They stayed out in Baltimore the entire week.
That man threw 5 touchdowns. I was so sick Sunday morning. And then Jordan Love going to Arizona in complete dickhead mode.
You think so?
Yes. Josh Jacobs say that man Sunday because he was being a dickhead.
He had some questionable. Listen, sometimes you just got to put the ball in your best player's hand, and when they needed him to make some plays, guess what? He made them throw.
Josh Jacobs made some plays.
But on 4th down, they had to throw it.
Yeah. But he had Romeo Doubs on that post, and I was like, dog, that's what I needed. Overthrew him.
Hey, that a baby. They gonna get it together. They gonna get it together. Let me ask you something. Would you start Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt over Isaiah Pacheco on Monday night?
Yeah, I would, even though he has his fumbling issues. And if Jaden Daniels is hurt, which
Commanders played the Chiefs.
It doesn't matter. They're still gonna run. You gonna put the ball in Marcus Mariota's hand? If he's playing, even if Jayden does play, I think they're going to lean on the run game more. I'd rather give it to him than Isaiah Pacheco. But the Washington racial slurs run defense is terrible. But how often do the Chiefs run it though? Right? Like how many?
Isaiah Pacheco scored a touchdown last game.
Yeah, but that's
15 carries, 57 yards, and a tutty.
Okay, what about the week before? 15 carries seems like a lot for him, especially with Kareem Hunt.
And versus Detroit, he had 12 carries for 51 yards.
Okay. So you know Isaiah's floor, right? 50 yards, maybe a touchdown.
Mind you, the other running back on this team, Bijan Robinson. Come on, man. He can make up. He can make up for some points. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is a really good football player. Him, I'm gonna be honest with you. When he healthy, Christian McCaffrey a beast, man.
Ooh, that game Sunday night, I was so disappointed in the Falcons. But they're the Falcons, right? Like what did I say last week? I said when you think the Falcons have turned the corner, they remind you that they're the Falcons.
They show you why they got their reputation.
Like they beat Buffalo on top of the world, and then you go to San Francisco without Fred Warner and Michael. When did Michael Penix throw in the middle of the field? Like everything was outbreaking. Like there's no Fred Warner. Chris Collinsworth the whole night was like, "You really not gonna throw it over the middle of the field? You really not gonna test these young boys?"
He said they scared. They ain't want none of that.
Kyle Pitts 6'8". You not gonna run no seam route?
Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
You not gonna put Drake London in the slot?
No.
I was as bamboozled as Chris was on Sunday night.
Would you keep Darren Waller on a roster?
I have him in 2 leagues, and I've been talking all day about it. I'd keep him for now, but he got 3 weeks. Every time I turn around, I get the notification on Sleeper. Questionable.
I'll be like, yo, are you old or what's going on?
What is your problem, dog? Like, don't stop going out in Miami. Just go home.
I think I'm going to start Jackson Dart and drop C.J. Stroud.
I think that's a good idea. Jackson lit up Philadelphia last time.
And in this league, I do have Wan'Dale Robinson.
I would take that stat.
So this will be versus Pete.
I would take that. Let me tell you something, dog. Whoever cornerback 2 is, you saw it, you've seen it all year. And if they're gonna put Wan'Dale over there, I take my chances. Wherever Keely Ringo at, find 7, throw at him.
You think they're gonna throw a lot of out routes? Every time I watch the Eagles, I mean not the Eagles and Vikings game. If you want to get there, I was watching the Eagles Vikings game. Who was it? Who was calling the game?
It was Greg Olson. Olson was like that out.
He was like, "Yo, they keep throwing the out route. They keep throwing the out route."
He said the out is there whenever they wanted to. Jordan Addison. I started Jordan Addison in that league. Thank God I did, because like I said, whoever the wide receiver 2 is on the team the Eagles are playing, start him. I don't care who it is. Whoever's wide receiver 2, start him.
It's just buckets.
It's buckets. Like you said, Greg Olson the whole game. Man, that out route to Jordan Addison is there.
He said it so much that you have to go and look just to see, man, what is he talking about? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Did Jordan Addison catch a single pass on the in-breaking route in that game?
No, I don't think
he did.
Didn't he need to, is what I was also getting ready to say.
And that too.
Speaking of the NFC East, what are your thoughts on the Cowboys and what they did to the Commanders?
It's whatever. Like, we knew they could score at will. It was always their defense. Did you hear they've made calls about Max Crosby?
Now, Jerry said he got 2 first-round picks. He can go out and get somebody.
The ultimate hustling backwards is trading Micah Parsons.
For someone you could have paid, for someone, trading someone you could have paid cheaper for someone you got to pay more.
And then turn around, like, Cowboys fans are excited. It's like, no, like, y'all. This is hustling backwards if I've ever seen it. But if they get Max Crosby,
well, you got to stop the run. You're like one of the worst run defenses in the league.
Yeah, but adding Max Crosby definitely helps. Like if they go get Max Crosby, like they're contenders in the division.
Do you think Jaden Daniels plays on Monday?
No, I don't. This is his second injury this year.
So, for example, if you had Jaden Daniels as your starting QB, but early in the season you picked up Daniel Jones when you were 0-2, would you start Daniel Jones this week?
Yeah, because he plays Tennessee, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm having that conversation with myself. Should I start Daniel Jones or Jalen Hurts?
Listen, sometimes you just got to see the team and recognize they are the get-right team. Let's get right to the Tennessee Titans. That game versus was that the Patriots during the Mike Vrabel game?
The Mike Vrabel revenge game.
You know what's funny? How they go from Will Levis with the questionable highlights to Cam Ward with the questionable highlights. See, Cam Ward, here's the thing. Cam Ward be throwing some dots or terrible picks. Like like the type of picks you like, all right, dog. Who were we throwing it to here?
Oh, you in the film room saying, walk me through your logic. What'd you see?
No. Yeah, I'm sitting here with the red little thing, like, all right, you gotta tell me what you saw right here. Walk me through it. Walk me through it. Walk me through your train of thought. How we get here? Because like
I don't know, man. I still think he's great, but yeah. Every Sunday you get one of them. Ooh. You get one of them walk me through it throws. That's what we'll call them. The walk me through it throw.
yeah, we got or we can call them for what they are, little tism throws.
Yeah, that's even better. The Tism throw.
At least listen. At first, I thought Josh Allen had a little bit of that in him.
He did. He had a whole lot of that in him.
You should just chuck shit up down there.
The Josh Allen experience, those first 2.5 years, and then all of a sudden.
Do you remember the playoff game or the game against Houston where he just
he looked like he sky hooked that bitch? Like, no, dog, sir, what are you doing? Oh, who called that game? ESPN. Who called that game? I just remember they were like, "What?" Because it was against Houston, right?
Yeah.
It was in Houston. I know it was on ESPN on a Saturday afternoon. I can't remember who called the game. I just remember them being like, "What?" Good times. And now he's arguably the second best quarterback in the league.
Man. What else? Speaking of staying in the NFC East, the Giants. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm watching this game in and out of red zone. I'm like, damn, the Giants with that score over the Broncos? This is impressive.
Yeah.
And then I get the notification that they threw a pick. And then get notification, Broncos touchdown. Then notification, another Broncos touchdown to maybe tie things up. Then I'm watching it. Then the Giants get that crazy DPI that wasn't a DPI.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on the one. Then they score it, and I'm like, all right, Giants. And then first play that the Broncos get the ball, they just chuck it downfield to Cortland Sutton.
He got it.
And I'm like, oh my God. Then a few more completions, and then I'm just sitting here looking like, no way they about to do this.
30 fourth quarter points.
33.
33. I think that's the second or third most in NFL history.
It's the most after being shut out through 3 quarters, for sure.
What do you, if you're Brian Daboll, what do you say to your team after that?
Listen, there's a lot of soul searching that's got to go on in this locker room. Who do you want to be, and who do you want to be remembered as?
It's crazy how Scatterboo run against white people compared to black people. That's all I'm saying.
What? Hold on, huh?
He run a little harder when the people on the side don't look like him.
We got to drop the third eye conspiracies.
Okay. Watch how he runs Sunday in Philadelphia. He's starting in my league. He's starting.
You starting him?
I'm starting him.
He's kind of a beast. Does he remind you of Peyton Hillis?
He reminds me of Mike Allstott.
Anyone? It's a little throwback for the folks who remember.
Mike Allstott had every fat boy thing he could run the ball. I thought I could run the ball after watching Mike Allstott.
What happened?
I could not. Why you ask rhetorical questions?
So see, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to recognize when we just don't have it.
I learned very quickly that I did not have it.
Life will teach you things when you don't want to learn. Let's talk about the Packers down in Phoenix.
Yeah, let's talk about Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, listen, the Packers never really led in this game until they led in this game. But let me tell you something that I saw coming out of this one. Michael Parsons. Oh, Michael Parsons. Worth every penny.
That's why you trade for him. For
Thank
Sunday
you.
like that.
I was scared the whole game, but I can tell you, like there was like one play where I was like, yo, we need Micah. We need Micah to get a sack right now. Next play, boom, sack. I'm sitting there like, oh.
Yeah.
And these were like money downs, and we needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, right there. And I'm like, all right, very good decision. Very good decision, Goody. Very good decision.
Best defensive player in the league.
Listen, I see why he's always said he's always getting held and double teamed. I'm thinking defensive player of the year, maybe.
I mean, how many people can you put above him? Or how many people are in the conversation? Right? We really don't have a shutdown corner. Is there a linebacker taking over? Like who leads the league in sacks right now? What's my man in Denver?
Nick Bonito?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think he leads the league in sacks. Or he's near the top. Let's see. Damn, everything takes so long to load. Cal, do you have it up by chance? Oh no, Brian Burns leads the league in sacks, and then Byron Young, Nick Bonito, third. He's third.
Brian Burns.
There's Aiden Hutchinson. People love Aiden. He in the conversation.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like he was in the conversation last year before he got hurt, so he definitely in there now. He was balling last night.
Listen, Aiden Hutchinson is really, really good. There's just a flurry of really, really good defensive players. So I don't know, but Michael Parsons definitely worth it.
He number one.
And to think Jerry was just upset that he didn't take his under the table deal.
And to think he gonna turn around and trade for Max Crosby.
Thank you, Jerry.
I'm glad that's not my GM. I'd be livid.
Sometimes, Jerry, you just got to thank a man for what he did. Jerry, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, Jerry, brother.
It's just insane.
Love doing business with you. That's what I'd be saying if I were Gutekunst. And maybe I'll even do you a favor. When we come down there, we ain't even going to win the game. We going to tie.
Right, I'll do you a favor. We're not going to throttle you. Let's tie. Because
that way you can go away with your pride and your self-esteem.
Well, the Packers are first in the NFC, right?
They're near the top, yeah. Which is.
I think you're first because you have a loss and a half. Everyone else has 2 losses.
Well, then I guess
I think you're top of the NFC.
Guess that put us in the top. Listen, I think Xavier McKinney said it best. We got to start. Come on now. We got to start putting some teams away a little bit faster, and we got to do it better.
Hey, man, but winning is all that matters. Also, for anyone paying attention, Chet Holmgren is perfect from the field. He has 16 points. The Thunder have 30 points.
Are they winning or losing?
It's tied.
Half?
No, second quarter. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But Chet is perfect from the field.
Think about that. That's them grits. I mean, them oxtails. I'm sorry. Them oxtails. It's definitely them oxtails.
Anything else you want to talk about football-wise before we start talking about Brandon Graham?
Thank you. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about. So I got this notification that Brandon Graham, retired Eagle, was considering rejoining the team. I was in there like, well, why the hell would he want to do that? The next thing I know, boom, he's back on the team. I almost texted you, but I wanted to hear it live in front of the people. Why the hell would y'all want to do that?
Here's what I'll say about the Brandon Graham signing. He said he didn't want to retire last year, but he felt like the Eagles had so much depth at edge that, like, he wouldn't get any playing time and then how we wouldn't resign him. He adds depth because the Eagles' edge depth is depleted right now. He's great against the run. But for fans who think that a 37-year-old defensive end is going to come in and fix everything, we're dead in the water if that's what you think. Like the Eagles, if the Eagles think that 37-year, the only thing missing from this defense is a 37-year-old coming off 2 torn triceps. I'm gonna tell you right now, January gonna be a long month, and we're not gonna be playing. Like, he's a great depth piece. He can help stop the run. On obvious passing downs, you can slide him at D tackle if you want to take Jordan Davis off the field, or if you want to reserve Ujima. Fine, like, it's cool. Like, I'm cool. It's cool. He's back. Great energy, all that jazz. Again, he can help against the run in obvious pass situations. But there are fans who are like, yeah, we back. No, dog. We need more than a 7-year-old to be back to the defense that they were last year.
What do you see as the biggest issue with this team?
It's the run defense, right? Teams can run at the edge. Like, you run at the D ends. Nolan Smith is hurt. I think he comes out. He'll be back for the Packers game because this is game 4 for him being on IR. Like, the depth is on the way. Don't get me wrong, but they still need another edge rusher, and they need a cornerback too. Because, like I said, every Eagles game, where's Keely Ringo or Dory Jackson? Throw it over there. Something good will happen. Because no one's throwing at Quinyon. Like, Quinyon he pretty much locked Justin Jefferson down when he guarded him.
Well,
Jordan Addison got him a couple times, but like Jett
is at like 5 for 70.
Now when Q was on him, I think he would have had like 2 catches for 7 or something like that. Like, it wasn't much. So you just whoever's receiver number 2 is, like, either that or you're going to have to move DeJean to corner 2 and then find a new nickel.
Really?
I mean, I feel like that's going to be the only option. But the problem is DeJean plays the run so well. Like, he helps cover a run defense that's already struggling.
Jesus. What's going on, Howie? I thought Howie builds teams. That's what he taught me.
I mean, the team's hurt. Nolan Smith is out. Jacorian Bennett's out.
But you had to account for that in football, Howie. We talked about this.
What's his face? Azeez Ojulari went out with a hamstring injury.
That's just what Howie told me when we went to boot camp.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. In the pick'ems, we kind of chat about it. You did pretty well, my man. You went 10-5 this week in the pick'ems. I went 9-6, so you made up a game, and now you're only back 3 games. When we get to the college section, we'll really get into it. You did great in college this past week, but in the NFL slate, 10-5, I went 9-6. You're ready to pick the week 8 games. Before we get into it, let's get into some notables from week 7 that we both picked. So we both picked the Steelers to beat the Bengals last Thursday night. I mean, we didn't really get into that. Joe, now I understand why Mike Tomlin got on that podium so salty about that trade.
Yo, they talked about that. Kirk Herbstreit mentioned that 2-3 times throughout the
broadcast. Was salty. He was like, yo, dog, I think what it is now, I think the Browns really don't like the Steelers.
I don't think anyone in that division likes the Steelers. I think if you ask all the AFC North teams who they hate the most, everyone say the Steelers. Their fans are so pretentious.
Well, look at it now. The Bengals the Browns just traded away a starting QB. And let's see. The guests, we can have a look. I think the guests weren't bad.
Yeah, hold on. I think I have it up from last week. Great question, Cal.
So the guest also chose the Steelers for last week. So notables that the guest chose the Rams, who won, the Bears, who won. Shout out to Kyle for picking the Browns. Everyone also picked the Titans.
Yeah, you and I picked the Patriots.
I don't know what they were. Um, Shout out to Akili for believing in the Eagles. And shout out to Akili and Bam for believing in the Panthers. Akili and Bam also thought the Broncos would win.
Kyle had the Giants.
Yeah, Kyle did have the Giants. Kyle also had the Chargers, but shout out to Akili who had the Colts. You all also had the Commanders who lost. Picked the Packers who won. Kyle called the Niners winning. Kyle and Akili called the Niners winning. You all called the Lions winning. And Kyle, you and Bam chose the Texans. Akili picked the Seahawks. Now Bam's trying to say he picked the Bengals. All right.
Get this man out of here. When did he get in here?
Either way, Keely did really well. Bam actually didn't do too bad, which is funny. How do you pick the games better than you set fantasy lineups? But we'll talk about that later. Let's get into week 8, starting on Thursday. Vikings versus Chargers in LA.
I am going to take the Chargers only because I do not know who's playing quarterback for the Vikings. I don't think it's JJ. We saw the Carson Wentz experience Sunday, and he might get benched. So I don't know who's starting for the Vikings. So give me the Chargers.
Listen, this is the type of game Kevin O'Connell will win, okay? The Vikings, listen, the Chargers are hurt. They're banged up, especially on the offensive line. I think this Flores defense is going to be attacking and really trying to punish Justin Herbert for most of this night. Give me the Vikings in this one. I like the Vikings to get a road win. This is the type of game that they win.
Now I'm double. Now I'll stick with the Chargers, but you're right. The Vikings will probably win. But I got some ground to gain.
Dolphins versus Falcons in Atlanta. Do you see the Dolphins pulling one out?
Buddy, this is going to be the ultimate mid-off, but the Falcons secondary is too good. Give me the Falcons.
I like the Falcons as well. I think that defense is good. I think Michael Penny's going to get together. Drake London's a beast, and I think Bijan is Bijan. Part 2 of the mid-off, we got the Jets versus the Bengals.
The Jets can't lose forever, can they? But they're going to lose on Sunday.
Listen, I don't know how much longer I can keep watching Aaron Glenn with the hand on the hip. Head down.
They gonna get his ass out of there real quick, especially knowing the owner. Hey, dog.
Listen, every time I look at Aaron Glenn on the sideline on Red Zone, he just looking like
they Woody Johnson gonna call that man the DEI hire and fire
out. Sauce Gardner's looking like he might not play this game. Joe Flacco, listen, Jamar Chase had 26 targets because Joe Flacco was just like, I'll throw it to you. Give me the Bengals in this one. I don't really feel good, but
dog. Kid, okay. Joe Burrow's like, where one at? That's all I need to
know. Browns versus Patriots in New England.
Give me the Patriots. The Patriots are going to keep their lead on the AFC East.
I like the Pats as well. I think the Patriots are the much better team, better defense, but don't be surprised if the Browns make this a game. A rematch of a game from a few Thursdays ago, Giants versus Eagles, this time in the Link. Danny.
I'm going to pick the Eagles, but again, I feel like this game is going to be a lot closer than – well, they stumped the Eagles last time. The Giants have a legit shot. I know Eagles are like 7-point favorites. I do not know why. That line needs to be a lot closer, but I'll take the Eagles.
Divisional games are always close, can always go any way. I think after losing the way they did, they're going to come in inspired. Give me the New York Football Giants.
Okay, I'm not even mad at the pick.
Give me the New York Football Giants.
Bam said Woody, the owner of the Jets, called out Fields in defense of Aaron Glenn.
Did he really?
So he's going to say his quarterback is a DEI quarterback.
Oh, let's see. That's one.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the nostalgia.
All right. Hold on. Let's see this.
All right, let me add this. All right, I'm gonna hide the chat too, so we get.
What's your confidence level in Aaron to turn it around?
Well, it looks like he's turning around parts of it. You know, it's hard when you have a quarterback with, with a rating that we got. You know, I mean, he has the ability, but something just is not jiving. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results if you go across the league. You have to play consistently with, at that position, and that's what we're going to try to do for the remainder of the season.
So what gives you hope then?
I just think defense, special teams are doing better. Defense is pretty good, and if we can just complete a pass, it would look good. We got to complete some passes. You got to convince them that you can do something. Otherwise, it's hard to have have a game that you could win.
What do you say to the fans who've lost hope? I mean, I know it's really.
Dang.
What do you mean by a quarterback like that?
Brother, see, you calling this racist? He kind of just said,
I'm not saying anything.
I think he kind of just said, yo, the QB that I put money into is some ass.
So is it Tyrod Taylor is the backup?
Backup, yeah.
Start the mock drafts, Jets fans.
Here's the thing. If Tyrod Taylor goes out there and the offense starts to cook a little bit, Justin Fields, yeah, you're not stepping on that field again, bro.
You're not stepping on any field.
Yeah, probably. Back to the pick'ems. Bills versus Panthers.
Bills coming off their bye week. A nasty loss to Atlanta. Josh Allen about to go off.
Yeah, give me the Bills. The Panthers are probably going to be starting Andy Dalton after Bryce tweaked his ankle. He'll be in Buffalo. I like the Bills. Bears versus Ravens.
Bears. The whole NFC North is over 500. Bears have silently, Ben Johnson put it together. I'm going to take the Bears. Because Lamar hasn't practiced. I know he didn't practice yesterday. Is he back on the field? I don't think Lamar's back.
I thought this was the week the Ravens were aiming to bring Lamar back.
Yeah, because they just had their bye. But I remember reading yesterday he did not status. He's still out. Yeah, that was yesterday. Oh, we haven't gotten today's update yet. This is all from yesterday. Yeah, he didn't.
What the hell? What the hell? Is it me or is it him?
There we go.
What the hell?
I paid my internet bill. I don't know why I just went out. But I was saying, even if Lamar Jackson had been on the field, he's been out for like 3 weeks. And that defense is still leaky. Give me the Bears.
Give you the Bears. Man, this is a game that the Ravens could definitely win because it's the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm sitting here thinking the Ravens might win, but that defense is bad. So we'll see. Niners versus Texans in Houston.
Yeah, you'll never hear me pick the Texans until I see it.
Yeah, that offense is bad. You got to show me you can beat somebody. I'm going to take the Niners as well. Bucks versus Saints in New Orleans.
Give me the upset, baby. This is mine. Give me the Saints.
Okay. Okay. Bucks off a loss. I'm going to take the Bucks on this one. I think the Bucks are going to try to stay in first place in that division. Give me the Bucks on this one. Cowboys versus Broncos in Denver.
I want to pick the Cowboys so bad. but I know how bad that defense is. Give me the Cowboys. And if it's a shootout, I think the Cowboys can put more points up than the Broncos. Give me the Cowboys.
I like the Broncos. I think they're going to generate a lot of pressure. I think they're going to get Dallas out of rhythm. I think the Broncos are a better team. I like the Broncos to win at home here. Titans versus Colts.
This keeps it simple. The Titans in the same boat as the Texans. You got to beat someone for me to believe it.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Colts on this one as well. One of the more emotional Sunday night football games probably in my life that I got to watch. I'm going to be wearing my 12 jersey because that's still my GOAT. The Packers travel to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers.
You said it's in Pittsburgh?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, give me Aaron. Give me the Steelers. This feels like a real dickhead game for Jordan Love.
Listen, I'm gonna stick with my team. I'm going to take the Packers.
Okay.
I think Michael Parsons is going to get to the QB. Their offense is shaky. I think our offense is a little bit better. I think our defense is a little bit better. We're gonna see. I like the Packers to win this one. Monday night, KC Chiefs versus Commanders in Kansas City.
Commanders, we've been telling you all off season that fluke shit from last year, them little one score victories and Hail Marys. The bill is due. And Jaden probably not playing. Dog, turn this game off, go to bed early.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs as well. The Chiefs are a really good team. Patrick Mahomes is favored to win the MVP.
Which is crazy.
Chiefs are favored to win the AFC and the Super Bowl. So
Kyle said with how the Ravens are favored, he thinks the odd makers believe Lamar is going to play this week. I need to see his status because he didn't practice yesterday. We haven't got anything for today, it seems like.
We reported last week about the James Franklin firing. Did you see him talking on College Game Day?
He said, we just got to go win a national championship somewhere else. Enjoy Nebraska, my boy. You and Matt are about to flip.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Where he going? He going to Oklahoma State? He going to take that shitty ass job?
I think James Franklin should go become a fan.
Don't say it. He going to go to where?
He should become a family man at Family Man University.
Yes. But you know where he will end up? Virginia Tech.
Please stay away from my university.
He's used to Virginia because he was the offensive coordinator in Maryland. He's familiar with the area.
I cannot stress boo enough. I can't even boo enough for what I want to say isn't legal for FCC airwaves. So I'm gonna just leave it at this. No.
You don't want the James Franklin experience.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good. Florida, and speaking of which, Florida did fire Billy Napier. So, do you think Florida or that Penn State job is a better job?
Here's the problem with college football as it is right now, right? How NIL has shifted college football in the way we think, and how the expanded playoff has changed. Everyone thinks they have a chance, right? And when you have teams like Indiana ranked top 5 in the country, you're going to have other programs who have more tradition, like Penn State and Florida, say, well, why the hell can't we do that? How can Indiana do it and we can't? So that's always going to haunt you. So there was a time where that Penn State job was perfect. You're second tier in the Big Ten to Michigan and Ohio State. You beat one of them every year. You Gucci is fine. It's a cool gig. Now you're expected to make the playoff. Now you're expected to win in the Big Ten conference that has expanded and has better teams. Same with Florida. The SEC is still the SEC. So it's not about which job is better. It's whose agent can negotiate a better buyout.
Yeah.
Because Billy Napier is still owed $21 million, and half of that is due in 30 days. And Florida still owes him the other half. even if he takes another job elsewhere.
When do you think the government starts to step in and be like, all right, y'all, this is getting ridiculous?
I don't know how the government can regulate this, right? Because they don't regulate pro sports, but there's going to have to be. You mean the coaches' buyouts or NIL as a whole?
Both, but more so the buyouts. Like, this is getting ridiculous.
I think schools are going to have to take a stand on the buyouts, because here's the thing: all it takes is one school to flip it, and other schools will fall in line. All it takes is one. All it takes is who's the next hothead coach, like who's up and coming right now. Because these other guys, like what's my man from Texas A&M? Who's at
Mike Elko.
No. Who's at Florida State? Went to A&M. Jimbo got that payoff for A&M. We ain't heard from that man since, and we'll never see a buyout that big ever again.
Hey, listen, shout out to his agent, smart man. He was like,
man.
He's like, you know what, I'm gonna go retire.
I'm gonna get him. So I think what we're going to see is the buyouts get smaller and smaller until they disappear.
I don't know.
Or whoever James Franklin agent is, like he has to go look for a job. What kind of shit is that? Like you're going to start seeing clauses like that. Why Melo look like a bodyguard instead of
Thunder up 8 as we approach halftime. Speaking of which, as we get into the NCAA slate of games, this week 8 has some games, not many when I was looking at it. So I had to kind of scrouge to pick these 11, but these are 11 good games.
Dog, I promise I'll pay my Wi-Fi.
No, it's all good. Let's start in the SEC. Ole Miss travels to Norman after the loss to Georgia to play Oklahoma.
Give me Ole Miss.
Listen, I like Lane Kiffin after a loss. I think Ole Miss is still in it. They got everything in front of them. I like Ole Miss to win this one, even though it is in Norman, which may give me some worries. I think Ole Miss has the better team. I'm going to go Ole Miss. Number 18, South Florida taking on Memphis, who's also 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
Still hoping to make that college football playoff as that at-large bid. Who do you got?
Because Memphis just lost to UAB, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Memphis.
Listen, I think South Florida is good. I'm going to take South Florida in this
Okay.
on the road and get a win here. Here's an interesting one. Number 15, Mizzou at home. On the road, going to number 10, Vandy, who's fresh off the LSU victory.
I saw what they did to LSU, and I think Mizzou is not as good as LSU. Give me Vandy.
I'm gonna go Vandy too. At home, I like Vandy in this one. Texas A&M, who is now ranked 3rd in the land, going to Death Valley. Number 20, LSU.
This is the game A&M loses historically. But we need to see the final nail in Brian Kelly's coffin. Give me A&M. And I'm very hesitant because this is the game A&M loses.
Not many things tougher than a night game in Death Valley. Give me LSU to win.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about changing it. Let's put a pin in that because this is the game A&M loses.
Houston versus number 24, Arizona State, who actually had a very good win last week over Texas Tech.
Yeah, give me Arizona State.
I'm going to take Arizona State too. I know they're having a little bit of QB problem, but I still think on the road is going to be tough for Houston to win. I'm going to take Arizona State. Michigan versus Michigan State. Number 25, Michigan versus 3-4 Michigan State. Do you think Michigan bounces back after last week?
I do. What time is this game? Oh, it's a night game. It has to be a night game. Give me Michigan.
I like Michigan too. I like Michigan. I like Michigan to win this game. Number 22, Texas traveled to Starkville to take on 4-3 Mississippi State.
This is the game Texas loses. Give me Mississippi State in the upset. Arch Manning, I got to see it.
I'm going to take Texas on this one. I think people are questioning Stark and his play calling abilities. think he's going to put on a masterclass.
For me, it's not Sark, it's Arch.
Watch. Number 23, Illinois travels out to the Pacific Northwest to Seattle to take on the Washington Huskies on the road.
What time is this game? I think this is the big noon game.
Yeah.
Is it? Because if that's the case, what time does this game start? I'm trying to find it. Why is it so hard?
He's right. Danny is right. It does that. Illinois and Washington game does start at noon on Saturday, so that'll be a big noon game. I'm going to go with Illinois with this one. In this one, I'm going to go. Actually, no. I'm going to go with Washington at home. I'm going to go with Washington this game.
Yeah. What time does the game start?
9:30, 12:30
p.m. Oh yeah, give me Washington.
I also took Washington. Fresh off their victory last week in the Holy War, BYU travels to Iowa State to take on the Cyclones.
I want to pick Iowa State, but I'm going to stick with BYU. No, give me Iowa State. Give me Iowa State.
BYU is a good team, man. I think BYU, as tough and mature as they are, I think BYU is going to go in and get this one. Northwestern 5-2 versus Nebraska, who is 5-2 and fresh off a loss from Roll the Boat PJ Fleck in Minnesota.
This is the game Nebraska bounces back and win. Like once James Franklin was fired last week and Matt Rule's name was all over that Penn State job, it's like they were distracted. Now he's had a week away from it. Give me Nebraska.
I like the Cornhuskers at home to pull this one out. Give me the Cornhuskers. Do I need to even ask you? UVA Wahoo?
Who's bowl eligible in October? Never thought I'd see the day. Fighting for that college playoff spot for the ACC.
Might be a few of them. The way after Miami lost, Louisville, UVA.
Florida State's falling off the map.
I've seen enough from North Carolina. They might not win another game this season. I like UVA to win this one. Come on, now, I went 4-7 last week. You went 8-3, and now the gap is only 2 games. Only 2 games. I got to do better.
You probably will this week. Some of those, I'm still putting a pin in LSU, A&M. I'm gonna stick to A&M, but I am not confident. I feel like that might be the one that puts you over the edge this week because this is the game A&M loses.
I hope so. Well, I don't know because that A&M one is tough, but it's at Death Valley, so that's why.
Like I'm saying, this is the game A&M loses.
All right. Well, in the background and at the top of the hour, well, actually, in about an hour, we'll have the West Coast kickoff here on NBC between the Lakers and the Timberwolves. And at the half right now, I believe we have the Rockets leading the defending champion OKC Thunder. But just like in the NBA, we wanted to go ahead and preview a little bit of the NFL. Now, we're not going to go all into each division. What we're going to do is we're going to pick our 8 teams to make the playoffs.
Yep. Well, it should be 10 because the play-in covers 10.
Let's just assume the teams that'll win the 2 play-in spots of the 8 seeds. Then we'll do the NBA Final 4 predictor, so the conference championship rounds, our finals prediction. Then we'll go to MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player, Rookie of the Year, and then teams with the best record in the league. So, Danny, talk to me about who you think are going to be the 14 teams to make the playoffs, starting in the West.
So starting in the West, I have to count these out. Hold on. Okay. So OKC is the 1 seed. Then I got Denver, Houston, the Lakers, the Wolves, the Spurs, the Warriors, and the Mavericks.
All right, say that again.
So the 1 seed, the Thunder. Denver is the 2 seed. Rockets are the 3 seed. Lakers are the 4 seed. Wolves are the 5 seed. Spurs are the 6 seed. Warriors are the 7th seed. Mavericks are the 8th seed. And I got the Clippers as the first team out.
Now, talk to me about this one. How you think Cooper Flag, like a lot of Texas representation here. So talk to me. You think Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, and then the eventual return of Kyrie Irving figures it out?
Yeah, I think this Mavericks team, this is Nico Harrison's dream, right? A team that's rooted in defense, preemptive pause. They are long. They can rebound. You can switch everything. I think Jason Kidd the other night played with the lineup where everyone was over 6'7", and he's talked about Cooper being the 1, Clay being the 2, PJ the 3, AD as the 4, and Lively as the 5 for some lineups. I don't know how teams can defend that, and I don't know how teams would attack that because you can legit switch everything.
Yeah, because they're so lengthy.
Yeah,
And they're smacking enough wood.
that's insane. That's crazy.
You think that's crazy?
That's crazy. And then I think the Mavericks are set up better than the Lakers were for the eventual Anthony Davis injury. Because you still have Daniel Gafford, or you can move PJ to the 4. Like you can be more creative with your lineups for the eventual AD injury.
You think,
Especially when Kyrie comes back. Because you still got D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench. If he needs to start for a little while, like him at the 1, Clay at the 2, Coop at the 3, PJ at the 4, Lively at the 5, you can do that. And you can still run that big lineup if you put Lively at the 4 and Gafford at the 5. I wouldn't do that. Like you have no shooting. The only person who can space the floor is Clay. For real, I wouldn't do that. But like that's still an option if you're, if you want to focus on defense. Like I just think that roster has more versatility to cover up for the eventual AD injury.
well, let me give you my Western Conference teams while we're here. I too have the Thunder at the 1 seed, the Rockets at the 2 seed,
Okay.
Nuggets at the 3 seed, Wolves as the 4 seed, Lakers as the 5 seed, Clippers as the 6 seed, Spurs as the 7 seed. But I'm just realizing I forgot a team. Man. I forgot a team. Oh, and then I decided I'm going to take a chance on this 8th team. I'm going to go the Portland Trailblazers.
Really? That's a bold swing. Because I got them 3rd to last. Only teams I got worse than them are the Kings and the Jazz.
My other team was the Mavericks that I had in that range, but I'm gonna go with the Blazers. I think the Blazers might pull something off.
I was tempted to pick New Orleans. Zion finally looks like he lost the weight. Like he finally looked like he locked in, but I need to see it. I need to see it.
What do you think MJ in the back? I mean, what do you think MJ over here talking about?
Talking about how much everybody sucked compared to him. What do you think he's talking about?
Probably. Can I pause this? I might have to.
Did you see the opening when they were talking to him about how the NBA? So they asked all the young people about what does the NBA NBC mean to you, and they're like, I wasn't alive, I don't remember. And then they asked him, he was like, that when the league was competitive, when you could feel. He can't help himself. He just can't help himself.
These old players. Listen, I think that the NFL don't have this problem. Like the older players in the NFL, kind of looking at these new generation, like y'all boys soft. These new generation basketball players, they don't get no type of love. They just be like, you London boy.
If you played in the 90s, I'd punch you in your face.
I know. That's exactly what they say. All right, talk to me about the East. Who are your teams?
So the East for me is a little bit harder. So my 1 seed are the Knicks, 2 seed Cavs, the 3 seed the Orlando Magic, 4 seed Detroit, 5 seed Milwaukee, 6 seed the Sixers, 7 seed the Miami Heat,
Wait, you said the Pistons, then who?
Pistons, and then Milwaukee,
And then the
Sixers as the 6. And then the Heat as the 7th seed. And even with everything they're going through, the Celtics will still make the playoffs. They're my 8th seed. And then the Hawks are my first team out.
I don't know about this one, but talk me through the Knicks at the 1 seed. Talk to me about it. Just talk to me about it.
If the Knicks don't do it now, then when? Boston's down. Jason Tatum's hurt. He's probably going to be gone for the majority of the year. You're going to have more than enough time for cushion in the 1 seed. Hold on. The Knicks division is a little bit weaker. Hold on. I know the Raptors are in there. No offense, Kyle. I think the Pacers are in there. Yeah, Brooklyn's in there. Well, the Celtics are in there. Yeah, the Atlantic division, it is the Sixers, the Nets, the Celtics, and the Raptors. I think they should be able to dominate that division, to be honest with you. Jalen Brunson, this is it. Like, this is the time when there's no Boston. Like, your biggest threat are the Cavs.
I don't know.
Where am I wrong? So what are you?
Talk to me about why you think the Bucks are going to be what your thoughts on the Bucks and the Heat are another one. I'd love your thoughts on.
I mean, the Heat are always there, right? Like, no matter what, Eric Spoelstra is going to produce a team who is at least fighting for a playoff spot, if not clinching, the last playoff spot. Because the East is, I don't think the East is good but inexperienced, right? The West is a gauntlet. The East has some fun teams, but there are not a lot of experienced teams. The Knicks are seasoned. The Cavs are seasoned. The Bucks are seasoned. And I think that means something. And the Heat are seasoned. Like, Eric Spoelstra been there forever. Like, those teams are seasoned. I think that means something in a world where you have Orlando, you have Detroit, teams that may not have done it before. So I think it counts for something.
All right, now my top 8 in the East are the Cavs at the 1 seed, the Magic at the 2 seed, Pistons at the 3 seed, Bucks at the 4 seed, Celtics at the 5 seed, Knicks as the 6 seed, Pacers as the 7 seed, and the Atlanta Hawks as the 8 seed.
So even without Halliburton, you think the Pacers are going to make the playoffs?
Yeah, because I think that system is good. They still got really good. Now, remember last year, they played a little bit without Tyrese Halliburton. I think
Yeah, they did.
I think the Pacers are still a good team. They got some good players. Tyrese Halliburton wasn't the only really good player on that team that made it all the way to the finals and was 1 game away from making that a really competitive championship game. So I still think the Pacers have the heart of a champion. I like the Pacers with the heart of a conference champion. I like the Pacers to at least get back to the playoffs. Now, if they win, that's a whole different story.
Talk to me about your Knicks pick when you get a chance.
Listen, the Knicks are the Knicks. The pressure is the pressure. I think the Cavs are going to be retooled and refueled after last year. I think the Magic, with the addition of Jared Bain, are going to be really good. I think the Pistons are going to take a step because of the absence of Jason Tatum. And I just think the Knicks are going to be good. The expectations might be too high. I think they're going to kind of get it together toward the end of the season. But I don't know. Talk to me about your Eastern Conference Finals and your Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I think I am leaning to you, the biggest beneficiary of Jason Tatum being out. For me, it is not Detroit. It is Orlando. I have the Knicks and the Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oof, Knicks and the Magic. What about the Western Conference Finals?
An oldie but a goodie. Give me Denver and the Lakers. Oh, give me Luka back in the Western Conference Finals.
Lakers versus Nuggets. You want to ruin my blood pressure, don't you? No Thunder in this one. Talk to me about that one.
We haven't had a repeat champion in 7 years. I know that the Thunder are the youngest team to win in a while, but we haven't had a repeat champion in 7 years. we keep talking about when someone wins a championship, oh, the window was wide open. In this new CBA, the window closes just as quickly as it opens. There are a lot of things that have to go your way to be a champion. The odds of those things going your way 2 years in a row now are slim.
So I have Lakers versus Rockets in the Western
Okay.
Conference Finals.
Oh,
and
that'd be great.
And in the Eastern Conference Finals, I have the Pistons versus the Cavs.
Ooh. I like that.
Pistons versus the Cavs. All right, talk to me. We here.
I have
Fine.
Denver versus New York in the finals.
Okay, talk to me about your winner.
Oh, Denver in 6. Nikola Jokic gets championship number 2. Like that roster is back. Like I think that roster is good enough.
I mean, if you can see where I'm going with this one,
I know where you're going.
I think we're gonna get 7 games of the Cavs versus the Pistons. And I think the Pistons are gonna pull one out. Then we're gonna get Lakers versus Pistons.
Really? It's 2006.
And
or
give me
2009.
Lakers in 5.
If it's Detroit versus Lakers, the Lakers will sweep them. Like the Lakers would sweep them. No disrespect to Detroit.
I got Lakers in 5.
Okay.
Talk to me about your MVP. Well, actually, no, MVP's early. I think we already kind of said this. Best teams with the best record in the East and West. So I had the Thunder and Cavs, respectfully. You had the Knicks and Thunder. So it looks like we both have high expectations for the Thunder. Talk to me about your rookie this year.
Oh, it's Cooper Flag. I think Cooper Flag is going to have every opportunity. He's going to have multiple roles on this Mavericks team. I think he's going to be, at the end of the day, at the end of the season, I think Cooper is going to be the primary defender for the Mavs. Like they're going to deploy Cooper on the team's other best player. He's going to have the highlights. He's going to have the blocks. He has the motor. He might have a clutch moment here or there. I'm still a little concerned about his jumper on a consistent basis. But overall, I think he's going to have the defensive metrics that are going to get him Rookie of the Year.
So I think I'm going to say something crazy. I think we're going to have Rookie of the Years.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be between VJ Edgecombe from Philly and Yang Hansen in Portland. Chinese Joker. That's his nickname.
We can't do that. We got to come up with something.
That's what I've heard. Chinese Joker. I think it's going to be Rookie of the Year, VJ and Yang Hansen. Most improved players. I'll tell you right now. I don't know if it counts. One Austin Reeves.
Okay. I think Detroit's going to be good, which means Ahmed Thompson's going to be one of the reasons why.
Good one. Defensive Player of the Year. Who you got?
This one's easy. It's going to be Wemby every single year. It's going to be Wemby till he retires. You trying to talk yourself out of Wemby?
Nah, do I want to do this again, man? Like, do I really want to do this again? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Anthony Davis. Not this year. I'm also going to take Wemby. I think Wemby's going to win it. This year. Here we go. Talk to me. Most valuable player.
Luka. It's time. It's Luka time. I'm here for it. I hate the Lakers, but I love Luka. He's skinny all of a sudden. Allegedly, he's been skinny every year for the past 5 years. But this the year. He's had the offseason to process the trade. He played in Slovenia this summer and dominated a dog. Luka ready. It's Luka time.
Last American MVP we had was James Harden. Give
Yeah,
me Anthony Edwards for MVP.
I
Right.
can dig it. So no Luka. You don't think it's Luka's time?
I think, listen, I don't think Luka's going to win MVP and Finals MVP in the same season.
Shoot. SGA just did it.
I know. I think Ant's going to win the MVP, but Luka's going to win the Finals MVP.
Nothing would make me happier if Luka wins Finals MVP.
We didn't get to talk about it last week, but the WNBA Finals MVP, Asia Wilson, and the Aces had the complete sweep of the Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah.
What can we say about Becky Hammond? What can we say about where this chip puts Asia in the standings? What can we say?
I'll say the meltdown for Game 4 for Phoenix was awful. Like Nate Tibbetts got thrown out the game. Who else got thrown out? I think Kalia Copper got thrown. She fouled out and she got thrown out. She got 2 technicals on her way out. A complete meltdown on their end. Here's what I'll say about it. I think this is the greatest compliment I can give Asia. You know how when people talk about like Barkley and Stockton and Malone, like what do they usually say about them?
Played against mailmen?
No. Like the only in Patrick Ewing and Reggie Miller, the only thing they did wrong was play at the same time as Michael Jordan. And when you look at like Alyssa Thomas, right? Alyssa Thomas has been to the finals. I think this is her 3rd time or 2nd time. And whenever she runs into Asia, she loses, right? Like some of these players, the only sin that they committed was playing at the same time as Asia. Like she's won 3 and 4, 3 chips in 4 years. She's won 2 finals MVPs. I think she's won 2 regular season MVPs, multiple defensive players of the year. Like she's the greatest basketball player in WNBA history.
I mean, that's when the Aces don't have to play the Liberty.
The Liberty were banged up. We do have to add context. The Liberty lost to Phoenix in round 2.
They ducked some dogs. That's all I'm saying.
Indiana took them to the limit. They didn't have to play Minnesota. Phoenix beat Minnesota. Like but winning is all that matters. Asia and Chelsea Gray have 3 out of the last 4, and Jackie Young. Like now we're talking about the Minnesota the dynasty that Minnesota had in the 2010s.
Are you willing to say that this may be the greatest female basketball player maybe ever?
Yeah, I think we can have that conversation. Like if you look at her trophy case as a whole, outside of just the WNBA, like Asia has dominated everywhere she's ever been. And this was a retooling year. Like they were at 500 in early August. I was on here talking about, man, do you trade Jackie Young? Do you trade Chelsea Gray? And then they went on a run, and now they're champions. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. They lost by 53 to Minnesota, and next thing you know, like Asia's Finals MVP.
Don't even got to beat them to win it all.
Don't even got. So, I mean, we'll still again if they win next year, and we're talking about 4 out of 5
next year. Boy, please, we headed to a lockout.
Yeah, you're right. Ain't no basketball next year.
Ain't no basketball, man. Ain't no basketball.
I'll say this, but it's real funny how the NBA tries to act like the WNBA isn't a subsidiary or a part of the league, and Adam Silver just talking about the lockout like he is running it for the WNBA.
Hey, they might have told Adam, we're not even speaking that no more. We speak directly to you.
Nah, so Adam said he's not doing that. I think Adam has said like Kathy is the commissioner and she needs to repair those relationships. But those, I think, like Nafisa Collier has made it very clear they do not want to talk to Kathy. The lockout is they have 10 days to come to a new agreement. They are nowhere close. I mean, they can vote to add a 30-day extension. I don't think that matters. Like a lockout is here. So even if they win next year doing a shortened season, which might even work in their favor, you're talking about 4 out of 5 years.
Hey, WNBA, get it together, ladies. Get it together, ladies. Get it together. Get it together, ladies. Let's get it together, ladies. All right, before we get out of here, let's talk a little wrestling. I want to let the world know I stopped being cheap and I finally upgraded my ESPN package. But I'm not calling it cheap. When WWE announced they were coming to ESPN, I got hyped because I've always had, literally since the day Disney Plus dropped, I've had the Disney Plus bundle package. So I've always had Hulu, ESPN Plus at the time, and Disney Plus. They get the WWE, and I'm like, this is perfect. My like I already have the ESPN, like I already got the bundle. Like, this is great. I went to go watch WrestlePalooza. It said upgrade your package, and I was confused. And then it dawned on me about all these fucking ESPN commercials I had been seeing, and I was like, you motherfuckers.
Disgusting. I hate what Triple H has done with the product.
But then here's the thing: Disney Plus says they're gonna up their, like, my package says, which it always does, it keeps increasing every year. So then it says it's gonna increase again. And I was like, all right, well, let me just look at the price of the ESPN bundle. And then now I got it. Now I have the ESPN live pay-per-view bundle package. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like how we got here.
Did you see HBO Max raise the prices today, effective today with no warning, like effective immediately? The price has gone up.
Listen, I'm on my parents' HBO Max, but that's some bullshit.
We canceled ours. We canceled ours. Fuck that. You're not just gonna call me and run my pockets, Dave. Man, fuck you.
Listen, these streaming services are getting out of control. But you know what's happening is because they paying all these money. They paying all this money for like these coverages of these live sports, and they need their money back in blood, and they got to get it back.
They just pushing us back to cable. Like, we're getting to the point where instead of having 6 streaming services, it's cheaper to get cable.
Hey, cable's not leaving nowhere. Xfinity might do something where they might have a package or something. I don't know. It's a mess, man. It's a mess. Because nobody else wants to watch live TV, and they ain't no good TV shows out. So they gotta hoard themselves out for sports, because those are the only live viewing things nowadays.
Bam said you hoard yourself out to the mouse.
Bam.
That's funny.
Do you think? Have you ever seen someone who is one of the worst fantasy managers like Bam is?
I'm on a losing streak, so I can't talk shit to Bam right now.
Oh wait, and he did beat you in multiple leagues. Matter of fact, I gotta take that back. Maybe Bam's not the bad manager. Maybe it's you.
It might be this year, but I've won a championship, so.
That was a while ago.
When was your last championship?
I mean, in this league or in general?
In this league.
I haven't won in this league yet.
Okay, so we can't even remember when you won it all money.
Listen, I'm going through an injury bug. But I'm drafting well. I'm getting there. We getting there. I can't predict that Mike Evans would get injured, come back, get injured again. Literally.
When I thought he died, I was like, I know we did not just watch a man die on TV. Like, he wasn't moving. And the crazy thing was, he wasn't moving, and Yasin was over there like dapping me. Like, he was celebrating. He's not moving.
DBs after incomplete passes, they are
like, Yasin was looking at him and dapping up his teammates. Mike Evans isn't moving.
Wait, hold on. He says he's beating me in our other league. Oh yeah, he's talking about the All Money and Dynasty. Listen, wait, is Lomar Cumming has a better record than?
No, he's only won one game, and that was me. And he won by 0.4 points.
Yeah, so he's only won one game?
I think so. I think he's only won one game. He beat me a couple weeks ago.
Hold on.
Yes, he is 1-6.
So
5.
Yes, I have a better record than him in that league. And I will let's look at the redraft league. Where is Bam? Bam is 2-5 in that league too. Bam, what are you talking about? Let me look in my other in my all right. There, me and Bam are in 3 leagues together. No, 4 leagues together. Both all money in leagues, my dynasty league, my 12-team dynasty league, and Kyle's auction league. I am ahead of Bam in all 4 of those standings, even with a losing record. Let's come on now, Bam. Come on now,
Said,
Bam.
don't look at RSO.
Yeah, come on now, Bam. What are we talking about? Now, I will say this week in the auction league, as we wrap this up, I'm playing a beast. I think this is the guy who beat me, who gave me my first L. It was. We actually played like 3 weeks ago, so I'm glad I'm playing him again. Get this series over with. I don't
Get out the way.
This kid. Man, he's got a team on him. This is going to be a tough game, but I don't know. I feel really good about this team. Signing Joe Flacco was big for me, especially now that he's on the Bengals. So I've had Joe Flacco on the bench. Now he's going to come in handy. So for these next couple of weeks, we got him. And then, yeah, I mean, just got to, once I get Puka back, my dogs will be my dogs again.
You back.
We can go on. I still think this team has a possibility to win a championship in year 1. We got to see that.
I'm rooting for you.
Shout out to Chris Olave, who was getting busy. Spencer Rattler. Damn.
Kyle said that's Achilles, by the way.
Oh, it's fucking Achilles.
He's really good.
Well, listen. I got the best record in the league, but not the highest scoring team. It's up there in terms of scoring, but not the highest scoring team. But I think I got some dogs. Speaking of going back to wrestling, what are your thoughts on the Vision turning on Seth Rollins?
Too early, but whatever. He's hurt again. Who cares?
He's also
whatever, man. It's nasty right now.
It's nasty. Jey Uso versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Who you like?
I mean, I think it'll go to Punk, but he not going. It's Braun Breaker's time. What we doing here? Why he didn't win why he got thrown out the battle royal? Don't know, but Braun Breaker is on the accelerated clock. This can't be a slow burn anymore. He's the champ.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think it's a little bit times away. They got to figure that one out. It makes me think that maybe Seth was really hurt.
I think he really thinks Seth's really hurt. I don't think that's a.
I think he's really been hurt.
Oh, this whole time? Yeah. I mean, that's the Seth thing, right? Like, it's a knee, it's a shoulder. Like, he just can't stay healthy.
When do you think he gives it up?
I'll give it 5 years. He is one major injury away.
Yeah.
Like a real blown knee away.
See that. Got to stay healthy, man. Got to stay healthy. Something tells me there's going to be a team, whether it's the NFL or in college, that loses that shouldn't have lost. Yo, that Giants game. I mean, are you dead ass? What are we doing, Brian Daboll?
Being Brian Daboll.
Do you think? And the problem is he had that 1 year of making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then Daniel Jones gets hurt the next year, so you got to bail him out on that one. And then, yeah. How he keeps, I don't know. Listen, in this auction league, my team is projected to score 151.3. Not bad. Achilles is projected to score 172. Mind you, though, I don't have Puka Nacua. So add Puka in there. He might be cooking. He might be cooking. Because Puka, that's the easy 20-some points. Matthew Stafford's going to look his way and throw it to him. All right, brother. Listen, I think we did good today. We covered a lot. It's a lot of sports we covered. A lot. Well, the NBA is back, and it looks like the Rockets are giving the Thunder a
Yeah, a
game.
little busyness.
I think the Rockets are still leading.
Yeah, Rockets are still up.
67 to 60. What happens if the Mavericks are some ass?
I'm not even gonna think about that.
All right, brother. Let the people know where they can find you so we can get up out of here, man.
You can find me at Danny Ocean 41. You can find us at Speak on _pod every Tuesday right here, 7:30. Best time of the week. It's the best time of my week. It's probably the best time of your week too.
I love it, I love it, I love it. Yo, you know what's listen, I was listening. This is random. So in my gym rotation, I added I was just playing some new stuff that came out, and I added the Tame Impala album.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some bops on there. I like Tame Impala. Also, before we get out of here, I don't know if you guys had the pleasure of watching, but that game 7 between the Mariners and the Blue Jays was the conclusion of a fucking great series and a great championship round. Yes, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. They beat the hell out of the Brewers. Poor Brewers. They had a great season, though. But the Mariners and the Blue Jays, that was a great series. And that was a great at-bat for, I think it was George Benson or whatever. That was a great at-bat. What a way to send your team to the World Series, man. What a way.
Starts on Friday. D, where can the folks find you at?
At Los D-Mix, that's at LOSDEEMIX. Please follow the pod. It's Speak on It _pod. Listen, to all you Blue Jays out here, Blue Jay fans, salute. But give me Dodgers in 5. And we're going to hear a lot of Not Like Us during this match. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you right back here next Tuesday. Y'all have a great one. It was George Springer with the at-bat to give the Blue Jays the win yesterday. You guys have a great